Hello? Do you know what we going to do today, my little friend? Do you know? Well, let me tell you. We're going to solve equations with variables on both sides. So hang on to your hats and let the fun begin. Look at this. Yikes. I have 2x plus 10 equals 6x plus 2. I got variables on both sides. But don't worry, we're going to get it done. Get her done. So the object in this is to get the variable on one side of the equation and the number on the other side of the equation. So how do we move things from one side to the other? Very simple. We just do the opposite of the sign. So if I want to move this 6x, there's no sign in front of that 6x. So I assume it's a positive. So I must do the opposite, which is a negative. So I'm going to subtract 6x from both sides of the equation. Now you can see negative 6x minus 2 gives me a negative 4x. I bring down the 10. A positive 6 and a negative 6 is 0. So I don't write the 0. They just cancel out, and I bring down the 2. So now I got to move the 10. And look, the 10 is a positive. So I'm going to do the opposite, which is very good. It is a negative. So I'm going to subtract 10 from both sides. Now I have negative 4x negative 4x equals negative 8. Do not get nervous. We can finish this. Keep the faith. So when I have a number or a coefficient next to a variable, that means multiplication. So I must do the opposite of multiplication, and that's right, divide. So I'm going to divide both sides by negative 4. So x will equal 2. A negative divided by a negative is positive. But I got bad news. We're not done. Sorry about my English. I get so excited over math, I can't keep myself calm. We have to check. So let's rewrite the equation. And what I like to do is put the value in parentheses of the variable. And I'm going to show you what that looks like in a second. Okay, we said that x equals 2. So everywhere there's an x, I replace it with the value of 2, and I put in parentheses. It helps me distinguish, it helps me remember that the value was 2, and also shows multiplication. So if we got this answer right, this side is going to have the same answer as this side. So let's see. So 2 times 2 is 4, and 6 times 2 is 12. So the first thing I did was just multiply the 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 6 times 2 is 12. Now I'm going to add these two. And I'm going to keep my fingers and toes crossed. If they equal the same answer, we're good. 4 plus 10 is 14. 12 plus 2, 13, 14. Sorry, I left my calculator at home. Hey, I am home. Hey, look at that. 14 and 14. 14 equals 14. It checks. All right. How you feeling? You feeling good? You're feeling good, my little friend? I lost my toothpick when I threw it away. Let's try one more just to make sure you're getting it. 20 minus 7x equals 6x minus 19. Here we go. We could move, let's just move the number this time first, see what happens. So I have a no sign here. So that's positive 20. I'm going to make a negative and move it to the other side of the equation. So here we go. Negative 20, negative 20. Minus 7x equals 6x. Okay. So the 20s here cancel out. I bring down my negative 7x. 20, a negative 20 and a negative 19 gives me negative 39, and I bring down the 6x. Now I'm going to move the variable. I'm going to move that 6x. Okay. So I wanted to move the 6x. So I made it it was a positive because there's no sign there. So I did the opposite, which was a negative. That equals 0. I don't bring down the 0. I bring down a negative 39. And then a negative 6 and a negative 7 give me a negative 13. And guess what you do next, my friends? Yes. You're going to divide both sides by negative 13 because that is the number next to the variable. Always choose the number that's next to the variable because this represents multiplication. So you divide by that number. Don't choose the 39. Some students do that. That's okay. But they get it right the second time. There's no variable there. So you're not supposed to divide there. So when I divide both of these by 13, I get 3. My answer is x equals 3. But guess what? We're still not done. We got to check. Oh, isn't this fun? You know, the great thing about math, it's very black and white. There's no indecision. Either you got the answer right or you got the answer wrong. And you guys, I know, are going to get these answers right. So here's my original equation. And my next line, correct. I write the value of x from my answer, which was 3. So I'm going to put, everywhere I see an x, I'm going to put a 3 in parentheses. So here we go. 20 minus 7 parentheses 3 equals 6 parentheses 3 minus 19. So you can see I put the value 3 in parentheses. Now let's just walk through this one step at a time. So 20 and negative 3 times 7, negative 7 times 3 is negative 21. And 6 times 3 is 18. So there we go. A negative 7 times a negative 3 is negative 21. And a 6 times 3 is 18. Now I'm just going to subtract these two. 20 minus 21 equals negative 1. 18 minus 19 equals negative 1. You subtract these two, you get negative 1. You subtract these two over here, you get negative 1. All right. This is too much fun. I hope you have it. I hope you enjoy your day. Thank you very much. Message me if you have any questions. Bye.